I will be summarizing the main takeaways and give examples when applicable. Fun fact, some of these 48 laws of power may seem manipulative, which is why they are banned in most US prisons. I suggest you learn them, be aware of them, so that you do not get played by rivals applying these rules against you.
Crush your enemy totally. The 15th law of power, my favorite law. All great leaders since Moses have known that a feared enemy must be crushed completely. I'm talking annihilated. If one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, eventually a fire will break it. The enemy will eventually recover and will seek revenge. Crush him, not only in body but in spirit. And that is why you should crush your enemy totally. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. The 12th law of power. One sincere and honest move will cover over dozens of dishonest ones. Open-hearted gestures of honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty penetrates a hole in the enemy's armor, you can then deceive and manipulate them at will. A timely gift, a Trojan horse, will serve the same purpose. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. The 8th law of power. When you force the other person to act, in this situation, you're in control. It is always better to make your opponent come to you, abandoning his own plans in the process. Lure him with fabulous gains, and then attack. At that point, you hold the card.
Conceal your intentions. The 3rd law of power. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you're up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path. Envelope them in enough smoke. And by the time they realize your true intentions, it will be too late. Guard your reputation with your life. The 5th law of power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once this slips, however, you will be vulnerable and you will be attacked on all sides. Make your reputation unassailable. Meanwhile, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations. Then just stand aside and watch public opinion hang them. Don't put too much trust in your friends. Learn how to use your enemies. The 2nd law of power. When you hire a friend simply for being your friend, they will low-key resent you. How does that make sense though, right? People want to feel like they deserve this position because they are the masters of their own lives, rather than just receiving handouts from you. When you're in a position of power, hire your former enemies. They have more to prove to you and they will be loyal. And that is why you should never put too much trust in your friends and instead learn how to use your enemies.
Pose as a friend but work as a spy. The 14th law of power. Knowing about your rivals is critical. Use spies that will gather valuable information that will keep you a step ahead. Ask indirect questions that will get your rivals to reveal their weakness and their intentions. Learn to make others talk endlessly about themselves. Speak when only necessary. When asking for help, appeal to their self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. The 13th law of power. Do not bother reminding them of past assistance and good deeds. They will find a way to ignore you. Instead, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with him that will benefit him and emphasize it out of all proportions. He will respond enthusiastically when there's something to be gained for himself.
You learn them, be aware of them so that you do not get played by rivals applying these rules.